performer?
Yes.
Come on, let's show some love. Saturday night, baby! Alright, this guy's been at the Seattle and Boston Comedy Festival. He performs all over the country and internationally. Put your hands together, Comedy Underground, for Tony Daniels!
Michelle and Jen. You guys are coming out tonight. Recession is still going on. I think the economy is doing a little better. The way I know that recession is going on, I'm hanging out downtown Seattle today. Record number of panhandlers. Have you noticed that? Like every 20 feet you go, there's somebody with a sign or asking you for money. Even when you try to leave the city now, there's some guy on every on-ramp now with a little sign that say things like, "Will work for food." I'm in my car like, "Join the damn club." What do you think I work for? Magic Beans? Sometimes they get sarcastic. They have like little signs that say like, "Ha ha, we just need the money for weed and beer." I'm thinking, panhandlers, you need to organize, think outside the box. You see the gal out there with little signs that say things like, "Hey, we'll ride you from Seattle to the east side so you can ride in the carpool lane for $5. P.S. I'm homeless, drop me off wherever the hell you want to." So I travel around the country doing comedy. I have a good time doing that. I tell people that I live in Seattle, and sometimes I get some strange reactions. A few weeks ago, I was in Nashville, Tennessee, and this guy comes to me after the show. He's like, "Y'all from Seattle?" I looked around, I was like, "I hear about myself." Maybe he was drinking and saw double. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know? He's like, "Y'all from Seattle?" I was like, yeah. I said, "What's going on?" He's like, "Man, you guys are sissies. Sissies." I said, "What the hell do you mean? Why you calling me a sissy? You guys are sissies." I said, "What do you mean by that, man?" I was getting a little pissed off about it. He's like, "Aren't you the city that had the mayor, that they had a big snowstorm, and he shut the city down for 2 days, and now want to put salt on the streets because he thought the salt would float downhill and kill the fish? There's already the salt water. You guys are sisters. You guys are sisters." So I just said, "Touche, you got me. You got us. You got us." Oh, that pissed me off. Folks, I'm letting you know right now, my name is Tony Daniel, all right? If there's ever a time in the Seattle history, in the future, that there's more than 2 inches of snow on the ground for more than 2 seconds, elect me mayor, all right? I promise you, as a mayor, for that 10 minutes, I will put salt on the damn streets, all right? I would go one step further. I would put seasoning salt on the damn streets. Let that float downhill and get the fish in the salt water, you know what I mean? That way, if you're lucky enough to catch a fish, all you got to do is kill it and cook it. Save you time. Save you time. So one of my good buddies came over to the house. We watched some of the basketball games the other day, and he had this new girl that he's dating. Her name is Carol, very nice lady. And he came up to me in the kitchen. We were getting a good beer. He's like, "Hey, Tony, how you like Carol?" I was like, "Hey, man, she's pretty cool, man. You're a lucky guy." He's like, "Yeah, you know, I met her online." I was like, "Hey, that's great." He said, "Tony, if you and your girl ever break up, I suggest you try to online dating." I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I don't know if it'll work out for me." He said, "What do you mean, Tony?" I said, "Look, man, I'm a little old-fashioned." "Tony, what do you mean?" I said, "Look, man, I'm a little old-fashioned. I feel like homie the chick with a unibrow and a club foot. I'm going to do it the old-school way, after last call. That way I can scratch and sniff." They don't have an app for that on my phone yet. They don't have that yet, you know what I'm saying? So he calls me up a couple of days ago. He's like, "Hey, man, Tony, I need to tell you something." I said, What's up, man?" He said, "Hey, man, Carol, I really like her. I think that she's my soulmate." I spit my beer out laughing. He's like, "Tony, why are you like, I just buried my deep secret to you and you're laughing." I said, "Dude, you're an idiot." "Tony, what do you mean?" "You're an idiot, dude. Like, you don't like meet somebody and they just magically become your soulmate. No. You get with somebody for a while and over time y'all become soulmates. Like my girl, I know that we are soulmates. And the way that I know that, we've been together over 5 years. And her butt is getting bigger. My stomach is getting bigger. When we lay down at night in the spoon position, we are like yin and yang. We are meant to be. A capital P and a lowercase d. You know? It's real. It's real. So, like I said, I traveled around the country. I did some shows. Did some shows in Montana. I was traveling through Montana back in February, which is Black History Month. And pretty much everywhere I went in Montana, I made Black history. Anybody been to Montana on purpose? Make some noise, been to Montana. Yeah. Cool state, cool state. The thing I love about Montana is they love to drink in Montana. As a matter of fact, they love to drink so much in Montana, at 2 o'clock in the morning, instead of the bartenders taking up the drinks, they would give you a to-go cup. Like, sweet, I'm about to retire in Montana. So it's February, it's 2:30 in the morning, the bartender's like, hey, Tony, what do you want to drink? I was like, let me think about it for us. Let me get a vodka Red Bull. Because I'm a responsible driver, folks, and I figured, you know, it'd be pretty cool if I was awake for the ride home. So it's 2:30 in the morning, it's February in Montana, the snow is starting to fall, I'm in my car, listening to some tunes, sipping on a little drink and everything, listening to some tunes, let my car warm up. All of a sudden I hear a knock on my window, like, knock, knock, knock. I look to my left, it's a cop. I'm like, oh my God, I've been set up like OJ, this is some bullshit. I'm about to go to jail in Montana for the first time. I've never been to jail before. The first time I go to jail, I'm being in the one state that I will not have the racial advantage. And I'm gonna be some white supremacist bitch, you know? So I'm in the car, like sweating, I'm nervous. He knocks on the window, like, hey son, I see you in that car, roll the window down right now. I roll the window down, like, officer, they set me up, I want to talk to my lawyer. They told me this was legal, I want to talk to my lawyer. He's like, hey son, hey, all right? Just be quiet for a second, all right? You got an open container in the car. All right, I'm gonna give you a break tonight. You got an open container in the car. You take this lid and you put it on the open container so you won't spill it on your way home. That is safe driving in Montana, folks. Get you a sippy cup. Get you a sippy cup. So 2012 been a good year. One of my big New Year's resolutions this year was do things I've been talking about for years, but I never do. And the big thing that I did this year, I lost like 17 pounds, man. 17 pounds of fat. I'm still working on it. I knew I had to get into shape, and the tipping point for me was I could not make love the way I could back in the day. I used to be, I could get on top of my woman and go very, very fast as long as she needed me to. As long as she wanted me to. I got to the point where I'm a little fast for like 5 minutes at a time. After 5 minutes, I'm sitting on the end of the bed, huffing and puffing and sweating like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And my girl's in the bed like, is that it? Are you done already? I'm at the end of the bed like, no, baby, this is called tantrum. Tantrum. Tantrum, what the hell is that? Hey, it means something to get your ass on top. That's what the hell it means. You know you get out of shape when you can't even do the missionary position anymore because you can't even hold your fat ass up that long. You're up on top of your woman trying to lock your elbows like, okay. Elbows. You're on top of your woman turning blue and purple, your eyes are supposed to be just in a crack rock. And your poor woman's in the wheelchair like, oh my God, you about to come? Like, no, I'm about to drop. Move out the way. Timber, save yourself. You know, you really gotta like invent new sexual positions. Like, hey, baby, let's do it from the side. Nobody under 30 and under 230 does it from the side. You know? All right, baby, you lay right here. I'm gonna lay right behind you, kind of like a spoon. All right, move your booty a little bit. I'm tucking something. Put me a remote control and a cold beer right here for when I'm finished. I like to do a lot of moving. You know? It is great being a guy because guys, we don't have a lot of body image issues. Like, ladies, y'all look beautiful. But y'all see a woman looks beautiful in another aspect. Y'all start hating like, oh my God, look at Tina from the camera. She thinks she's so hot. Let's scratch her eyeballs out. Guys, we don't do that, man. We look in the mirror and be like, damn it. I'm getting a little fat. Fuck it, I gotta make more money. That's how we roll. So I'm starting a grassroots campaign for black people. I am trying to get more black people and more people of other races interested into black holidays. It always kind of is bittersweet to me when I look at these other holidays, people get excited about them. For instance, Cinco de Mayo, all right? Cinco de Mayo comes around every year. People are excited about it. Don't even eat Mexican food. They love Cinco de Mayo. Why? Because it has drinking in it.
St. Patrick's Day, you know what I'm saying? Comes around every year, people go crazy. St. Patrick's Day don't even have a freckle, you know what I'm saying? I think that black people, we need to put drinking in our holidays. I think we should start December 1st with the first annual Happy Rosa Parks Day. All right? What we're going to do is we're going to go to your local bar on December the 1st, arrange all the seats in the bar like a school bus. We're going to have a big-ass game of musical chairs. Whoever gets in the front seat, free shots. Happy Rosa Parks Day, folks. December the 1st. We're going to start it right here, so. Start it right here, so. A little bit about myself. I'm a veteran. I did 4 years in the United States Navy. Thank you. I'm a big man to any other veterans and serving people now. The thing about being in the military is like when we're at war, we join together and we kick ass. When we're not at war, we go out to bars and nightclubs and we kick each other's ass. Because all the branches of the military have little rivals. In the Navy, our biggest rival is Marines. The Marines, they hate us and think we're sissies, and we are not sissies, folks. We are the soccer moms from Marines. We drop them off, they kick ass, we come back and pick them up. Give them some Sunny D, some encouragement. Hey, you get them next time, Buckaroo. No, man, I'm not gonna kiss your boo-boo. I'm not in that kind of Navy. I'm not in that kind of Navy. So I was on a ship. I went overseas. I went to Europe, England, Spain, France. Be very careful if you go to France. France is a very strange country. All right, they keep their toilet and their water fountain in the same spot. Be very careful. The longest I was ever out to sea, I was out seeing land. I was out to sea for like about 18 days. And we pulled into a new city. And whenever you pull into a new city, there's two things you want to do. The first thing is to find a woman. Second thing is to have a drink. We all know it's a lot easier to get that drink than it is to find that woman. So you've been out to sea for 2-3 weeks. Your drinking tolerance is low. You spend your whole first night just doing shots and drinking beer. And you know what happens when you do all that damn drinking? You got to use the bathroom like every 5 minutes. And so what does the Navy do for you, folks? They give you some little pants with 13 buttons across the front for the original 13 colonies. So now every time you got to go to the bathroom, you're over there doing a grown man pee-pee dance. You're sitting over there like Delaware, Massachusetts, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. Then if you're lucky enough to find a woman to go back to the hotel room to that night, by the time you get all those damn buttons off, she's passed out. Then you got to make a decision. To Roethlisberger or not to Roethlisberger? That is the question. There's one guy with a Steelers shirt. I want to do that joke just for him. All right. So I get called upon a lot to do benefit shows. A few months ago, I did a show for the Susan G. Komen Foundation for bringing awareness to breast cancer, trying to stop breast cancer. And it was a pretty cool gig. I noticed one thing though when I was doing the show. Pretty much everything at the show was pink. It was pink napkins, pink lights, pink drinks. Everybody had on pink. I'm like, this is great. I understand it. But I think that maybe we're missing out on some demographics. Just think about it. Who loves breasts the most? Two groups of people love breasts the most. All right? Maybe we should market to those two groups of people. First group, babies. Babies love breasts. They're dependent upon breasts. But you don't want to spend a lot of marketing dollars there because most babies are unemployed. And they smell. You know, come on. Right? The second group, men. Men love breasts. They should do some marketing towards men. I think that for every guy, and it's on my voice, all right? I think that what we should do is every time we saw a nice looking pair of breasts, we send $2 to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. I think that we will have breast cancer beat by the end of the year. What do you guys think? Every time it's summertime, every time you saw a nice pair, I'm looking in the audience right now. There's $2 back there, there's $4 over there, $1.50. Sir, one of yours is lopsided. Yeah, I don't know. So, a girl kind of threw me for a curve the other day. She's like, Tony, I think I'm going to get my toe pierced. I'm like, baby, why do you want to do something like that? She's like, oh, it looks cool. And plus, I heard it enhances oral sex for me. I was like, that's BS. If you want to enhance oral sex for me, how about taping a feather to your chin? Let that marinate for a second. Father's Day is coming, folks. Father's Day is coming. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hook a brother up. That's all I'm saying.
So I got a good friend that went through a divorce here recently, and he was calling me up, and he was really depressed about it. And so now he's got to the point, it's been a few months, and now he's starting to date all these different women. And he calls me up, bragging about all the different women he dated. It pissed me off because of that relationship. He called me the other day. Hey, Tony. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, man, I was over in Bellevue, met a hot blonde. Took her back to my house. I banged her in the Mac. I'm a player. A few days later, hey, man. Yeah, I was over in the International District. Met a hot Asian chick. Took her back to my house, banged her. A few days later, man, a hot sister in the CD. Hey, man, what the fuck are you on? Skittles.com? Tony, you don't understand. I got game. I was like, no, hold on for a second, all right? You are dating grown women, right? You are dating grown, mature women. He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, you're not like tricking a grown woman into having sex with you. Just think about it. Most of the time, a woman knows when she want to have sex with you. Just think about it, all right? Just think about it. Usually when you have sex with a woman for the first time, you usually have what? The matching bra and panties. The nails match their bra, that eyeshadow match their bra and panties. She already knew she was going to have sex with you. Now, if you have sex with a woman for the first time and she got those big ass granny panties, you caught her ass by surprise. You catch a woman out there with the Target top and the Value Village bottom. You're the Don Magic Wand of Seattle. So we were talking about it, some of my coworkers the other day, like who has it worse after a breakup? And I want you guys to help me make some noise. Make some noise if you think that women have it worse after a breakup. All right. We are correct. Guys have it way worse. Because the good thing about women is like when your guy dumps you, all your girlfriends or whatever they're doing on that day, and they show up over your house with a pint of Haagen-Dazs and a bottle of wine. Unless they live in a trailer park, they might show up with a box of wine. Who the hell invented the box of wine? How ghetto is that? You know what I'm saying? Because messed up when like the box is like almost, you gotta bust the box open and take the silver bag out and squeeze it like you're milking a cow, just get the glass of the wine out. Or you can just do like me and just punch a straw in the silver bag and have a giant alcoholic Capri Sun. So ladies, you and your girlfriends, you sit around for a few days and you man bash, and the weekend comes, you know, you go out and get your hair done, get your nails done, spa day, you know, you buy the real tight top with the push-up bra, the real tight jeans and stuff. And you go out to the bars and nightclubs of America in groups of 3, 5, and 20, because women never go out by themselves, always 3, 5, and 20, like y'all the damn Wu-Tang Clan. And you go out and you tease and reject men, you feel better about yourselves. I see y'all in Pioneer Square hanging out at late nights and stuff in a group, you know, just bumping booties, bumping breasts. Just waiting for some loser ass guy to come and say, hey, you want to dance? And you're like, no, thank you. And as the dude limps off like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, like, I hope my homeboys don't spit this shit up. Y'all be just high-fiving, girl, you get a new man in no time. What us poor guys gotta do? We gotta go out and try to meet women. Because for a guy, as long as you've been in a long-term relationship, you lose a very important skill. That's the skill of walking to women that you don't know in a bar or nightclub setting and try to convince them to go home with you at night. It's very hard. We've all heard it said. Women know about how far they want to go with you in about 5, 10 seconds. You got about 5, 10 seconds to impress a woman. And you got to do 3 things. That little 5 to 10 seconds, you got to say something smart or something funny. You got to look cool while you're saying it. And you have to do all of this while not looking down on her breasts. Guys, be smart. Be like me. You see a woman you want to talk to from across the crowded room, you look at her breasts before you go over there. And when you go over there, you imagine her breasts on her forehead. That way you can look at her dead in the eye. You know? Or at least in the chin if they're real nice, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, women, it's never like, you know, one of them. It's always 3, 5, or 20, you know what I'm saying? So now you got to say something cool to impress one woman, but you got to impress her girlfriends too. Let's say you see a woman you want to talk to, and you get up a little nerve and a little liquid courage. You go like, hey, how you doing? My name is Tony. Yeah, you got lovely eyes. I was wondering if I could buy you a drink and maybe we can get to know each other a little better. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. Then she immediately glances over to her girlfriends for their approval. All of her girlfriends become baseball coaches. Just so you know, they're like, guys, be smart. Be like me. You see a table of attractive women you want to talk to, you find out what the drink special is that night, and you just start sending over drink specials. Gin and juice, blue Hawaii's, duck farts, blowjobs, whatever you got to do. After a while, one girl's going to get up and go hurl. One's gonna pass out. The one that's left, that's yours, fellas. Gotta be smart and thin to herd. Some go for the sick and the weakly, I go for the breathing. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. So like I said, I travel, man. I travel. It's pretty cool. I went to Hawaii. Anybody been to Hawaii? Had a good time in Hawaii, man. Stayed on the beach in Waikiki. Want to take some surfing lessons, learn how to surf. Well, let me rephrase that. I want to get a picture with me standing on a surfboard long enough so I can lie about surfing for the rest of my life, you know? So I took my lady with me. We drove around. We was on, like I said, on Oahu. We drove around the island. On the north side of the island, they have a little park that has a nice little waterfall. And my girl thought it would be romantic if we took a picture under the waterfall with the water cascading all over us. So of course I went for it. So I jump in, I swim, I'm doing my thing. And what they don't tell you about these waterfalls is the closer you get to the waterfall, that current gets stronger. So I'm like doing my thing and I hit like 7 feet out and that current started, because I knew I was in trouble because I started doing that damn cartoon swim. You know that swim when you swimming your ass off? But you ain't going no damn well. So I started to panic, and luckily my military training kicked in like, hey, maybe the current is not that strong on the side, and maybe I can get over to the side, and I can cling on to those rocks, and that's what I did. I got over to the side, and I was clinging onto the rocks with all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. See, folks, I keep my toenails long and thick just for these kind of occasions. You know? So I'm catching my breath, clinging onto the rocks, all 10 fingers and all 10 toes, and my girl jumps in behind me. She's a sister, but she's from California. I know she can swim. I seen Baywatch. I know she can swim. So she's swimming, she's doing her thing, and she hit that area of turbulence that I hit, and I knew she was in trouble because she had that look of terror on her face, that look that said, save me. I was like, I'm not getting off these damn rocks. You got some big breasts, your ass should be able to float until help comes, you know? Ladies, I have seen Titanic. It's not romantic if I end up dead. So I'm clinging onto the rocks with all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. She's having trouble because she is reaching for me to save her. And I'm like, I'm not getting my black ass off these rocks. Of course, the white people are laughing like, okay, you can become president, but you still can't swim. I'm like, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. And then that hits me. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach like I am trying to save her, but I just cannot quite make it. That way, if we end up on CNN and shit, I won't be looking like a punk, you know? So I am reaching for her, she is reaching for me, and I can't quite reach her. A couple of my toenails break off, I slide off the rocks, I fall back into the water, her hand hits my hand, scares the hell out of me, I snatch her so hard, now both of us are sitting on the rocks, catching our breath. The people are laughing their ass off, and my girls are like, oh my God, Tony, I love you forever, you risked your life to save my life. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I did, man. Oh, Tony, I'll do anything for you. I'm like, how about we go back to the room and tape a feather to your chin? Oh, man. A lot of fun doing comedy. So, I watch a lot of TV, a lot of sports. One channel I hate, though, I want to get it banned from my cable. That is HGTV. Anybody watch that? Home and Garden Television. Anyway, fellas, that's where all the honeydew lists in your life come from. HGTV. They sit around the house and they watch it. I hate it because it objectifies men. It is porno for women, man. That's what it is. I can hear my girl in the other room watching like, oh my God. Oh, he's moving on a Saturday? Oh my God. He knows where all his tools are? Oh my God. And he knows how to use them? Oh my God. I hate it. It objectifies men. Because it shows all these men, they're all perfect. Like, hi, I'm Carla Osterhouse. My hair is perfect. My tan is perfect. Today we're going to build an arbor in the backyard. We got some lumber and some tools. You know? When I come back from commercial, we're going to build an arbor. And my girl's like, and the other one like, oh my God, Tony, we can so do this. Oh, we're going to pen and paper. She's like, why are you looking at me like that? You don't think we can do it? You don't believe in us? That's how it is now and shit. Like anything that I don't believe in and stuff, it's like our whole relationship is on the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't think we can get up at 5:30 in the morning and make the 2 o'clock flight. Whatever it is. She just think we can do it. So the guy comes back from the commercial. And he's like, hi, I'm Carter Osterhouse. My hair is still perfect. My tan is still perfect. I do have one green sweat on my head, but we just built an arbor. My girl is like, oh my God, Tony, we can so do it. I was like, no, we can't. She said, what do you mean we can't? I said, baby, what they don't tell you, they picked me up 15 Mexicans from Home Depot. They did all the damn work. So unless you want problems with immigration, we ain't doing it. And we ain't done it yet. So I don't have any kids myself, but a couple of weeks ago, my 18-year-old nephew from North Carolina came to stay with me, and he's trying to find a little job, and he actually found a little job, and he got his first little check, you know, not much money, like a half a week of work, like 50 bucks, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he blows it. He comes back from the mall with some new tennis shoes on. I've never seen this. He has some see-through tennis shoes. Anybody seen this? See-through tennis shoes. He's walking around, pimping and everything. What's up, what's up? I said, hey, man, what you want? He said, yeah, I just got these new shoes. I was like, see-through tennis shoes. He's like, yeah. He said, yeah, I'm gonna pull all the ladies with these shoes. I'm like, that's cool, man. You should have bought yourself some clean socks. You look like you're walking around on 2 old-ass bananas. I'm telling you. So I was hanging out with some of my coworkers the other day. We go out to have a couple of drinks. I'm feeling pretty cool. I decided to pick up the bar tab. The waitress gave me I tried to pick the bar tab. The bar tab was like $32. I gave the waitress a $100 bill. She's like, sir, do you need some change? I'm like, miss, I gave you a $100 bill on a $30 bar tab. You damn right I need some change. Unless you're sticking your head up under this table with a big ass feather taped to your chin. So I'm out of $100. And I'm out of time. You guys been wonderful. I've been Tony Daniel. Thank you. Happy Father's Day.
Keep it going for Tony Daniel. Very good. All right, Coffee Underground, are you ready for your headliner this evening? All right, your headliner has performed with Bob Hope, Ray Charles, and hey, we're the